Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to talk about a powerful force within each of us, our emotions. Emotions are like the wind. They can be a gentle breeze that lifts us up or a raging storm that pulls us down. The key lies not in denying them, but in learning to control them. First, let's start with awareness. Recognizing your emotions is the foundation of control. You must ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? Anger, joy, sadness, they're all valid. But understanding what triggers these feelings allows you to respond rather than react. Awareness is the first step in taking charge of your emotional landscape. Now, let's talk about the power of the pause. When emotions surge, we often feel the urge to act immediately. But I urge you to take a step back. Pause. Breathe. Count to 10 if you have to. This moment of reflection can save you from saying or doing something you might regret. Remember, it's not the emotion that defines you, it's how you choose to respond to it. Next, consider how you can channel your emotions constructively. If you're feeling angry, instead of letting that anger consume you, use it as motivation to push yourself toward a goal. Let your frustration fuel your drive for improvement. Emotions, when harnessed correctly, can lead to tremendous personal growth. Awareness of emotions is a fundamental aspect of emotional intelligence and personal development. It involves recognizing, understanding, and accepting your feelings and the physiological responses that accompany them. This awareness is essential because it lays the groundwork for effective emotional regulation, decision-making, and interpersonal relationships. To begin with, it's important to understand that emotions are universal human experiences. They arise from various stimuli, whether external events or internal thoughts, and can significantly influence our behavior and attitudes. When we experience emotions, our bodies respond in ways that are often involuntary. For instance, feelings of anxiety may lead to a racing heart or sweaty palms, while happiness might result in a sense of lightness and increased energy. By becoming aware of these physiological cues, we can better understand our emotional states. Recognizing your emotions is the first step toward emotional awareness. This can be more challenging than it sounds. Many people often dismiss or suppress their feelings, believing they should simply tough it out. However, ignoring emotions can lead to negative consequences such as stress, anxiety, and even physical health problems. It's crucial to acknowledge what you're feeling, whether it's anger, sadness, frustration, or joy. Keeping a journal can be a valuable tool for this process. By writing down your thoughts and feelings regularly, you create a space for reflection and can identify patterns in your emotional responses. Next, understanding the causes of your emotions is vital. Emotions are often triggered by specific events or interactions. For instance, a rude comment from a colleague might provoke feelings of anger or frustration, while a compliment from a friend might elicit joy. By dissecting these triggers, you gain insight into what affects your emotional state and how you react to different situations. Consider asking yourself questions like, what was I thinking just before I felt this emotion? What situation triggered this response? Answering these questions can enhance your emotional awareness and equip you with the knowledge to navigate similar situations in the future. Furthermore, emotional awareness extends beyond recognizing what you feel. It also encompasses understanding the context in which these feelings arise. Emotions can be influenced by a variety of factors, including your past experiences, cultural background, and current environment. For example, someone who has experienced trauma may react more intensely to situations that remind them of their past. Understanding the broader context can foster empathy towards yourself and others, allowing you to respond to emotional situations with greater compassion and understanding. In addition, emotional awareness can lead to improved self-regulation. When you are conscious of your emotions, you are better equipped to manage them. For instance, if you recognize that you are feeling overwhelmed, you can take proactive steps to calm yourselves, such as practicing deep breathing or stepping away from the situation momentarily. Conversely, if you're unaware of your emotions, you may react impulsively, leading to regrettable actions or words. Self-regulation is about choosing how to express your emotions in a way that is appropriate and constructive. Another important aspect of emotional awareness is recognizing the difference between primary emotions and secondary emotions. Primary emotions are instinctive and arise as an immediate response to a situation such as fear, joy, or sadness. Secondary emotions, on the other hand, are more complex and often arise from our thoughts about our primary emotions. For instance, feeling sad, a primary emotion, may lead to feelings of shame for being sad, a secondary emotion. By distinguishing between these types of emotions, you can better understand your emotional responses and address them more effectively. Finally, emotional awareness enhances interpersonal relationships. When you understand your emotions, you are more equipped to communicate them effectively to others. This openness fosters deeper connections and trust in relationships. It also allows you to empathize with the emotions of others. Understanding that someone else may be reacting from a place of fear or insecurity can change how you respond to them, promoting healthier and more constructive interactions. In summary, awareness of emotions is a vital skill that lays the foundation for emotional intelligence. By recognizing, understanding, and accepting your emotions, you gain control over them, leading to improved decision-making, better relationships, and enhanced overall well-being. It's an ongoing process that requires practice and patience, but the rewards of emotional awareness are immeasurable. The ability to pause before reacting is a powerful skill that can significantly influence the quality of your responses to emotional stimuli. In our fast-paced world, where immediate reactions are often encouraged and expected, the value of taking a moment to breathe and reflect cannot be overstated. This pause allows us to gain control over our emotions and make more thoughtful decisions, which can ultimately lead to better outcomes in our personal and professional lives. The first step in the process of pausing is cultivating awareness of emotional triggers. Emotional triggers can be specific situations, words, or even gestures that evoke strong feelings within us. When we become aware of our triggers, we can prepare ourselves to respond rather than react impulsively. For instance, if you know that criticism from colleagues tends to trigger feelings of defensiveness, acknowledging this ahead of time can help you approach such situations with a mindset geared toward constructive dialogue rather than an automatic defensive response. Taking a pause allows you to assess the situation objectively. When emotions run high, it's easy to become overwhelmed by feelings such as anger, frustration, or anxiety. These emotions can cloud our judgment, making it difficult to see the bigger picture. By taking a moment to breathe and reflect, you can step back from the immediate emotional response and view the situation more rationally. This space between the stimulus and your response allows you to consider various perspectives and potential consequences of your actions. Deep breathing techniques are a practical tool for creating that essential pause. When we experience strong emotions, our bodies often go into fight or flight mode, which can lead to shallow breathing or even hyperventilation. Practicing deep breathing can counteract this physiological response, calming both the mind and body. For example, taking a few deep breaths, inhale for 4 counts, hold for 4 counts, and exhale for 6 counts can slow down your heart rate and clear your mind. This brief moment of focused breathing can give you the clarity needed to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. Moreover, the pause provides an opportunity to process emotions constructively. Instead of allowing anger or frustration to drive your actions, you can take the time to explore these feelings. Ask yourself questions like, what am I really feeling right now? Or what is the root cause of this emotion? Engaging with your emotions in this way can lead to a deeper understanding of your needs and desires, paving the way for more meaningful resolutions. Taking a pause also enhances emotional regulation. Emotions can be overwhelming, but they don't have to dictate our actions. When you consciously decide to pause, you create a space where you can choose how to respond. This proactive approach enables you to manage your emotional reactions rather than let them control you. For example, if you're feeling angry during a heated discussion, pausing allows you to consider whether expressing that anger will contribute positively to the conversation, or if it will be better to express your feelings more constructively. Additionally, the pause can improve communication skills. When you respond impulsively, your words may come out in a rush, often lacking clarity and consideration. On the other hand, a well-timed pause gives you the opportunity to articulate your thoughts more clearly. Instead of reacting with an emotionally charged statement, you can frame your response in a way that fosters dialogue and understanding. This not only enhances the quality of your communication, but also strengthens your relationships. Moreover, Pausing before reacting can prevent misunderstandings and conflicts. Many conflicts arise from miscommunication or emotional reactions. By taking a moment to pause, you allow yourself to assess the situation and respond in a way that is more likely to promote understanding rather than escalate tension. This practice can be especially valuable in high-stakes situations where the potential for misunderstanding is heightened. The practice of pausing before reacting is not just beneficial for individuals, it can also influence team dynamics in professional settings. In group discussions or meetings, taking a moment to pause can create a culture of thoughtful dialogue. Encouraging team members to reflect before responding can lead to more effective problem solving and collaboration, as it fosters an environment where everyone feels heard and respected. Lastly, the pause is an opportunity for personal growth. Each time you consciously choose to pause before reacting, you build your emotional resilience. This practice helps you learn from your experiences, refine your emotional responses, and develop a deeper understanding of yourself. Over time, this leads to greater emotional intelligence and improved interpersonal relationships, both personally and professionally. In summary, the ability to pause before reacting is a vital skill that enhances emotional awareness and regulation. By cultivating the practice of pausing, you empower yourself to respond thoughtfully to emotional triggers, improve communication, and foster better relationships. This skill is not just a reactive measure, it is a proactive approach that can lead to profound personal and professional growth. Emotions are powerful forces that shape our thoughts, actions, and overall well-being. While they can sometimes feel overwhelming, learning to channel them constructively is a crucial skill that can lead to personal growth, improved relationships, and enhanced productivity. Rather than allowing emotions to dictate our responses or behavior, we can harness them as a source of motivation, creativity, and resilience. This approach requires awareness, intentionality, and practice, but the benefits are profound and far-reaching. To effectively channel emotions constructively, it is essential first to understand the nature of your emotions. Emotions serve as valuable signals that provide insight into our needs, desires, and values. For instance, feelings of frustration may indicate that something in your environment is not aligning with your goals or expectations. Recognizing these feelings as informative rather than merely disruptive allows you to view emotions through a more constructive lens. By embracing this perspective, you can begin to decipher what your emotions are trying to tell you and use that information to guide your actions. One effective way to channel emotions constructively is to engage in physical activity. Exercise is a powerful tool for emotional regulation. When we experience intense emotions, such as anger or anxiety, our bodies can become tense and our minds can race. Physical activity, whether it be running, dancing, or practicing yoga, provides an outlet for these pent-up feelings. Engaging in exercise releases endorphins, which are natural mood lifters, and helps to alleviate feelings of stress or frustration. By turning to physical activity, you can transform negative emotions into a positive, health-enhancing experience. Additionally, creative expression is another excellent avenue for channeling emotions. Art, writing, music, and other forms of creative expression can provide a safe space to explore and express complex feelings. When you engage in creative activities, you can externalize your emotions, turning what may feel chaotic inside into something tangible and meaningful. For example, writing in a journal can help clarify your feelings and thoughts, allowing you to process them more constructively. Similarly, creating art can serve as a form of catharsis, enabling you to express emotions that may be difficult to articulate verbally. This process of creative expression can lead to profound personal insights and foster emotional healing. Setting goals is another constructive way to channel emotions. When you experience strong feelings, especially negative ones, consider using that energy to propel you toward a specific goal. For instance, if you are feeling frustrated with a situation at work, you can use that frustration as motivation to identify areas for improvement or to seek new opportunities. By transforming emotions into actionable goals, you create a sense of purpose and direction, which can help mitigate feelings of helplessness or despair. This process not only empowers you, but also provides a constructive outlet for emotions that might otherwise lead to stagnation or negativity. Mindfulness practices, such as meditation and deep breathing, can also assist in channeling emotions constructively. These techniques promote self-awareness and help you develop a more profound understanding of your emotional responses. Mindfulness allows you to observe your emotions without judgment, creating space for reflection and insight. By practicing mindfulness regularly, you can cultivate a greater sense of emotional resilience, enabling you to respond to challenges with clarity and composure rather than impulsivity. Furthermore, seeking social support is an essential aspect of channeling emotions constructively. Sharing your feelings with trusted friends, family members, or mentors can provide perspective and validation. When you express your emotions openly, you create opportunities for connection and understanding, which can significantly enhance your emotional well-being. Social support acts as a buffer against the negative effects of stress and helps you process emotions in a healthier way. Engaging in constructive conversations about your feelings can lead to insights and solutions you may not have considered independently. It is also important to develop healthy coping strategies for managing emotions. Avoiding negative emotions by resorting to unhealthy habits, such as excessive drinking, overeating, or withdrawing from social interactions, can exacerbate emotional distress in the long run. Instead, focus on adopting positive coping mechanisms. Activities such as practicing gratitude, engaging in hobbies, or spending time in nature can help you reconnect with positive emotions and create balance in your emotional landscape. Lastly, viewing challenges as opportunities for growth is a transformative mindset that can significantly influence how you channel your emotions. When faced with setbacks or difficulties, ask yourself what you can learn from the experience and how it can contribute to your personal development. Embracing this growth mindset allows you to reframe negative emotions such as disappointment or frustration into catalysts for positive change and self-improvement. In summary, channeling emotions constructively involves recognizing their potential as sources of motivation and insight. By understanding and embracing your emotions, engaging in physical activity and creative expression, setting goals, practicing mindfulness, seeking support, and adopting healthy coping strategies, you can transform your emotional experiences into powerful tools for growth and resilience. This intentional approach to emotional management not only enhances your well-being, but also empowers you to navigate life's challenges with confidence and grace. Mindfulness is a powerful practice that can significantly enhance emotional regulation and overall well-being. It involves being fully present in the moment, acknowledging and accepting your thoughts, feelings, and bodily sensations without judgment. This practice has its roots in ancient contemplative traditions, but has gained widespread recognition in modern psychology for its benefits in managing stress, anxiety, and emotional dysregulation. By cultivating mindfulness, individuals can learn to navigate their emotional landscapes more effectively and respond to situations with greater clarity and composure. At its core, mindfulness is about awareness and attention. It encourages individuals to focus on the present moment rather than dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. When we practice mindfulness, we train our minds to observe our thoughts and feelings as they arise, rather than getting caught up in them. This shift in perspective is crucial for emotional regulation. For instance, instead of being overwhelmed by anger when faced with a frustrating situation, mindfulness allows you to acknowledge that anger, understand its source, and choose how to respond appropriately. One of the most accessible ways to practice mindfulness is through meditation. Mindfulness meditation typically involves sitting quietly, closing your eyes, and focusing on your breath. As you breathe in and out, you might notice thoughts and feelings surfacing. Instead of pushing them away or getting lost in them, mindfulness teaches you to acknowledge these distractions and gently guide your attention back to your breath. This practice of returning to the breath cultivates a non-reactive awareness that can be applied in daily life. Over time, you may find that you are better able to recognize when emotions are arising and respond with a sense of calm rather than impulsivity. Mindfulness can also be practiced in daily activities. You can integrate mindfulness into mundane tasks by paying attention to the sensations, sounds, and experiences involved. For example, while washing the dishes, focus on the feel of the warm water, the sound of the soap bubbles, and the movement of your hands. By immersing yourself in these simple tasks, you cultivate a state of awareness that can help ground you when you encounter more challenging emotions. This practice allows you to find peace in everyday life and reduces the tendency to get swept away by stressors. Another key aspect of mindfulness is body awareness. Practicing mindfulness encourages individuals to tune in to their bodily sensations and emotions. This involves observing how different emotions manifest physically, for instance, tension in the shoulders when stressed or a fluttering heart when anxious. By recognizing these physical cues, you can develop a greater understanding of your emotional state and its triggers. This awareness serves as an early warning system, allowing you to intervene before emotions escalate and lead to impulsive reactions. Mindfulness is also effective in enhancing emotional resilience. Research has shown that individuals who practice mindfulness regularly tend to experience lower levels of anxiety and depression. This is because mindfulness encourages acceptance rather than avoidance. When we face difficult emotions, our natural instinct may be to push them away or ignore them. However, mindfulness teaches us to accept these emotions as part of the human experience. This acceptance reduces the power that negative emotions hold over us, enabling us to respond with greater clarity and composure. Furthermore, mindfulness can improve interpersonal relationships by fostering empathy and compassion. When we practice mindfulness, we become more attuned to our own feelings and reactions, which can enhance our ability to understand the emotions of others. This increased emotional awareness allows for more meaningful and empathetic interactions. For example, when a friend is upset, mindfulness can help you listen more actively and respond with compassion rather than defensiveness. This shift in communication can strengthen bonds and foster a supportive environment. Engaging in mindfulness exercises such as loving kindness meditation can further enhance empathy. This practice involves focusing on sending goodwill and positive intentions to oneself and others. By cultivating feelings of compassion toward yourself and those around you, you can develop a more balanced emotional landscape that positively influences your interactions and emotional responses. In addition to these benefits, mindfulness can also enhance focus and cognitive function. Studies have demonstrated that individuals who practice mindfulness regularly often experience improved concentration and clarity of thought. This is particularly beneficial in today's fast-paced world, where distractions abound. By training your mind to focus on the present moment, you not only enhance your emotional regulation, but also improve your ability to think critically and make decisions. Lastly, incorporating mindfulness into your daily routine doesn't require a significant time commitment. Even a few minutes of mindfulness practice each day can lead to noticeable improvements in emotional regulation. Setting aside time in the morning or evening for mindfulness meditation, or simply taking a few mindful breaths throughout the day, can make a substantial difference in how you navigate your emotions. In summary, practicing mindfulness is a transformative approach to emotional regulation that encourages awareness, acceptance, and presence in the moment. Through techniques such as mindfulness meditation, body awareness, and mindful living, individuals can cultivate emotional resilience, enhance interpersonal relationships, and improve cognitive function. By integrating mindfulness into daily life, you can empower yourself to respond to emotions with clarity and composure, leading to a more balanced and fulfilling life. Developing healthy coping strategies is essential for effectively managing emotions and navigating the ups and downs of life. Coping strategies are the thoughts and behaviors we use to manage stress, anxiety, and emotional turmoil. While everyone experiences difficult emotions and challenging situations, how we choose to cope can make a significant difference in our overall well-being and resilience. By cultivating healthy coping mechanisms, individuals can foster emotional stability and create a more balanced approach to life's challenges. One of the first steps in developing healthy coping strategies is to identify the specific stressors or emotional triggers that you encounter regularly. This process involves self-reflection and awareness. Consider keeping a journal to document your feelings and the situations that provoke them. By recognizing patterns in your emotional responses, You can better understand which situations tend to elicit negative emotions and develop targeted coping strategies. For example, if you notice that social situations cause you anxiety, you can implement coping strategies that specifically address those feelings. Once you identify your triggers, the next step is to explore various coping mechanisms. Healthy coping strategies can be divided into several categories, including problem-focused, emotion-focused, and avoidance strategies. Problem-focused strategies involve addressing the source of stress directly. For instance, if work-related stress is causing feelings of overwhelm, you might consider organizing your tasks, setting realistic deadlines, or seeking support from colleagues. By actively engaging with the problem, you can reduce its emotional impact and feel more in control. Emotion-focused coping strategies, on the other hand, aim to manage the emotional response to a stressor rather than the stressor itself. Techniques such as deep breathing exercises, progressive muscle relaxation, or visualization can help calm the mind and body during moments of distress. For example, when feeling anxious about an upcoming presentation, you might practice deep breathing to help ground yourself before speaking. These strategies can provide immediate relief and help you manage your emotions in the moment. Engaging in physical activity is another effective coping strategy that has numerous emotional and physiological benefits. Exercise releases endorphins, which are natural mood lifters, and can help alleviate feelings of anxiety and depression. Activities such as running, swimming, or even taking a brisk walk can serve as powerful outlets for stress. By incorporating regular exercise into your routine, you can build resilience against emotional challenges, while also improving your physical health. Social support is also a crucial component of healthy coping. Building and maintaining a supportive social network can provide a buffer against stress and emotional distress. When faced with challenges, reaching out to friends or family members for support can offer valuable perspective and validation. Sharing your feelings with others can help you process emotions and gain insights that you may not have considered independently. Additionally, surrounding yourself with supportive individuals can enhance your sense of belonging and reduce feelings of isolation. Mindfulness practices, such as meditation and yoga, are also valuable coping strategies that promote emotional regulation and resilience. Mindfulness encourages individuals to focus on the present moment, acknowledge their thoughts and feelings, and develop a non-judgmental attitude toward their experiences. By incorporating mindfulness techniques into your daily routine, you can create a greater sense of awareness and acceptance, which can help you respond to emotional challenges with greater clarity and composure. Another effective coping strategy is engaging in creative expression. Activities such as painting, writing, or playing music can provide a healthy outlet for emotions. Creative expression allows individuals to externalize their feelings, transforming them into something tangible. For example, journaling can serve as a cathartic process, helping you articulate your emotions and gain clarity on complex feelings. By allowing yourself to be creative, you can channel emotions constructively and foster personal growth. Establishing healthy routines is another vital aspect of developing effective coping strategies. Consistent routines can create a sense of stability and predictability, which can be particularly beneficial during times of stress. Establishing regular sleep patterns, nutritious eating habits, and dedicated time for relaxation can enhance your overall resilience. When your basic needs are met, you are better equipped to handle emotional challenges that may arise. It's also important to recognize the role of self-compassion in coping strategies. Practicing self-compassion involves treating yourself with kindness and understanding, especially during difficult times. Rather than criticizing yourself for experiencing negative emotions, acknowledge that it is a part of being human. By cultivating a compassionate inner dialogue, you can reduce feelings of shame and guilt, allowing for more effective emotional processing. Lastly, developing a toolbox of coping strategies allows for flexibility in addressing different situations. What works for one person may not work for another, and even the same person may respond differently to various strategies depending on the context. By exploring and experimenting with different coping techniques, you can discover what resonates most with you and build a personalized repertoire of strategies that you can draw upon when needed. In summary, developing healthy coping strategies is a vital skill for managing emotions and navigating life's challenges. By identifying triggers, exploring various coping mechanisms, engaging in physical activity, seeking social support, practicing mindfulness, expressing creativity, establishing routines, and cultivating self-compassion, individuals can enhance their emotional resilience and well-being. These strategies empower individuals to approach emotional challenges with greater confidence and clarity, ultimately leading to a more balanced and fulfilling life.